Okay, good afternoon to each and everyone. This is the pre-match news conference between BIBIANI GOLDSTARS and JS KABYLIE. So as I said, let's do some small introduction. BIBIANI GOLDSTARS as a home team playing at Accra Sports Stadium. We have the head coach here, Coach Stephen Comanson here. Coach, give us a wave, Coach. Yes. And our team, the captain Vincent Ade Atenga here with us. So we will start the presser. Coach, first leg of CAF Champions League against JS KABYLIE. Your impression about the game?
Well, I think it's going to be a tough match. We know them to be one of the powerhouses in yeah, like I was saying, we know them to be one of the powerhouses of African football when it comes to the Champions League. Now, this is our first time of also entering into that competition. And nowadays, if you look at the way the trend, the Champions League or even the AFCON is taken, we don't have any minus in it again. Gone were the days when the moment you look at the list, you can easily predict who and who are going to qualify. But now the paradigm has shifted. So you can't underrate anything. So for us, we don't see ourselves as a newcomer, but then we are also going to play with them. Although we know the type of team we are going to play with.
All right. Any question from the media? You mentioned your name and your media outfits. Very brief one.
Coach, for the purpose of my audience, I will speak to you. But if I'm practicing, I need one Accra FM. You say when it comes to the North Africans now, Ghana team no mushia nkweni ayani mfani easy. They no catch your players. You say be more experience. I think, for instance, what Bobo no actually they will be. I don't come on any with you regards to say Mukushia and Nigerian side.
Oh, yeah, I can't a lot. We are here discussions with on it. So one, they don't, and so I said, their pedigree in African football team, they command so much respect. Yes, they are a team we need to respect, but not on the field of play. And we told them to be more confident. Omonia confidence is the same stage in but whether a first time and also my film, they may know a lot of things more than us. But then this is also our home, so we need to also try to take the advantage of playing home. And we don't have to see it ourselves as said echo around. Oh, North Africans not they are like that. You're winning against them. That this is the way they play. They come with their own play and those kind of, it scares some people. But then we let them understand that now the stage, I feel the first time I a big stage like that, so they should take advantage and then try to also make sure they make something out of the match.
Okay. Any question? You mentioned your name and your media house.
Coach, I'm Augustine. I'm from Ghana Premier League Extra. So your team from the Gaka top 4, right? So that's the first big test for them after you made the signings. You realize that they've considered in almost all the games, even in the league against Wichem United. Is that problematic to you as you're going into this big game?
Yeah, there were a lot of positives and then negatives during the top 4. So now that is the sense of playing in those kind of games. You look at the mistakes you made in those matches and then you go back and then try to correct them. So we've taken note of that. But at the same time, we're also scoring in every game. So there we also need to make sure we also try to do that. but rather if it's a defensive problem or if it's from the midfield, we try to reorganize the defense or the team defending. Sometimes when we concede, we take it as if the defense is from the defense alone. No. But it might even start from up front. So it's rather a team defending. This is where we have to look at it and then work on it.
So as if you're Sahara football. Coach, heading into this game, you are first timers, obviously. First of all, any team news in terms of injuries that we should know, any player which is not available or something, and how have the preparations been like so far? Have they been difficult? What are some of the challenges, if any?
Yeah, in terms of injuries, I think we've lost one of our big guys in the middle, Foster J. He's been ruled out in the first leg. Probably maybe he might get fit in the second game. But apart from him, I think the others are all manageable injuries. So for me, I think in terms of the injury, that is the extent that we have.
Challenges in preparation.
Yeah, no. For preparation, I think we started almost 2 months ago. We came to Accra, and then also during the top 4, then we went back to play the Champion of Champions before coming back again. So for me, I think we've done a lot of work. But all the same, I think it's still early days yet. But what we have for now, I think it's good.
Coach, I can say something for the guys Gold Stars there, very new in Africa. But you as a coach and a player for Kumasi Asantoko Africa, you all could be there. How will your experience as a coach and a player for Kumasi Asantoko our ball Africa and good for football and Ghana? This my bear in mind on this team as you play jersey. Themselves soon in jersey.
Yeah, I think some in many on boy in Achakatra. Dating back to 1993, 94, thereabouts. But all the same, there are a lot of things it still remains. JSK, over to Ghana, it's almost like they have a lot of fun, home-based supporters. And the team in itself, I think they've also won the Champions League before. And normally first, now changes are grabbing. First, no say almost say you call on Nenka. BIBIANI match now on Nenka. Year for the upper baby and son, back. But those days near the time are not or one and every more accommodation is now you have those things in your own hands. So for me, but to say pure cheating, no, and answer be a first maybe I also in African football. I think say reduce to the minimum. So yes, whether also a bit at the code during the time. I think then 7 p.m. But then from prayer time I do 10 p.m. You see, and that place is very good. And with the national team, the same thing they face you. But then I'm going to say, you can get a lot of them from the internet, the situation in terms of weather and then other things. So I won't necessarily do maybe also prepare. So for me, I think a lot, and I know in terms of say crowd that will meet or any even when they are not doing well, we could see say stadium in full. So yes, they now understand the way I honor Neyman manage the football a lot. They spend a lot. They've invested a lot in their game. So you cannot take them for granted.
We will do final 2 questions for Coach. Then we move to Vincent Atenga.
Coach, we first need a new and old. This means Atenga and McCarthy and about 2 or 3 of them are on board in African continent. Obama has or the Africa, or the medium of Africa, and Sana over at the Gold Stars. how would the experienced players, have impact on the younger ones now? Because the team in the younger ones are Africa rather. They would send the old ones and the younger ones, their impact and then the advice that they will be giving to them.
Oh, I think the question is I would have to
I think
that's one or bit to me. But at least said the woman said younger ones are so our situation we almost stage so now this is they mingle and then they talk a lot. So for me I think maybe he will get his time so maybe he can answer the question. Yeah.
Please, my name is Brighton. I'm of Sameflex TV. Coach, looking at the 2025-2026 season, Nigerian Premier League, JS KABYLIE is 14th on the log. And do you think this game will be an easy game for Goldstar due to their position on the league log?
Not at all. We don't have even to think about that. For me, it's not. I've seen what you're talking about, but then we still respect them a lot. And the table we are talking about is 3 weeks old. So it's nothing. We have just played only one game. And if you look at Real Madrid, sometimes you will not be playing well in their league, but when it comes to the Champions League, you will see a different Real Madrid. So for me, we are not thinking about that. They are a very strong side. We respect them, but then on the field of play, we will not say they are 14th on the table after 3 weeks, so we are going to work on them. No, not at all. It's going to be a tough game.
We will do the final one.
Which to take off from Light TV, Position FM. How do you know about your opponents and how are you approaching the game?
Oh, we've seen some about 2 or 3 of their games, and there's a lot that we've taken notice of. So we will make sure we try to work around that tapes.
If there is no any other question, we move to defender Vincent Atenga. All right. Let's shoot. All right, Vincent Atenga. Any question for him? Your name and the media was.
Okay, so I'm probably see a question. Because I'm got your back, I need to mention to myself. But BIBIANI summer boy for the first time on Ghana Premier League trophy. We carry presentation media back home as a captain. Going into, I know say someone by dinner, a bear kind of like because you are going to castle in the air and you really project back. We failed in Africa. After playing body, we come over the young moody because I said, Moody and DJ share beginning for regards to this country.
That's it. As playing body, always be a catching them. So, you're making history not to worry about. So we are in Tiaba, way Africa. So make sure say you need to be another history at all. Yet any the whole being in a Ghana. So we are like we are mentality. Say you could give see with all seriousness. So instead of maybe to my history, you have only a family. My Ghana.
I think I said a mistake coach now say if I'm not into it, I mean that is a Obama has our Africa. Ghana do one for Kipus. Now won't be Okobo media more Africa. Now about Goldsstars South Africa. Size experience are women reciting outside Abba. Size experience are women teams in how are you going to use them to help the young ones? More team the country will be that already I want to say young ones will more Africa. How are you going to impact on those people? What's your team to go to Africa?
But the ultimate can say many young ones like since our parents, balloting about between Mammy Chip, senior market, yeah, player, they say, and see, now, well, we would send there one, not so much, and say, we are seeing, and so we are saying, also here. So I think, say, with Piama Catini, one will be done. I think, say, it will share me, like you did your own, for example, say, talking about intimidation, this, I always tell them, say, normal, but it's all about you building the mental toughness. Because almost issue 9 to 4 issue 9 to 2. So it's all about you getting your confidence, and then you'll be tactically disciplined. The technical team will like you can wait to me and this. So I think it's a very big problem. We are still talking to them.
Pacho, only the new team. Our own Africa brother is different from the house, and I say, media man, no more will be dancing or home. We a new team graph in Africa. How challenging is this to maybe someone has and I saw media?
Well, and she had a big challenge because media Africa, when a confederation cup, African coordination was there are 2 different cups. So I think it's experience and all Champions League media with the ABBA in about GOLDSTARS. So like always be many players in especially me department. That is where I always concentrate on the department and so I always talk to them like the little corrections and I talk to them from over them natural say. So I think we are good to do.
Okay.
Vincent, to some of us, one of the main key things that helped you guys to win the league was how good the spectators at BIBIANI were. At time with Chipa, you are coming into Accra, obviously not going to have that atmosphere as BIBIANI. How well would you guys go into this game to perform regardless of it? And going to this game, do you see yourself as underdogs?
Talking about, let me answer the first one. The first one, in Ghana, we all played on this pitch before. If we are playing in Ghana, we all played on this pitch before. So it's not going to scare us whether we are playing league or we are playing Champions League. Because, for example, when we are playing against Accra Lions, our supporters doesn't come. And then, as we think, our supporters didn't come. So I think it's not going to be any problem for us.
And we're underdogs. I'm going to see. Yeah.
Well, let me put it that way.
Okay. Any question out there for Vincent Atenga?
The targets for this time to see.
The target is between area and good states. Because for now, I see a clear this first head on us. But I think which technical team only plays in I think we can do something.
Okay, final 2 questions, and then we are done for the day. Before the final 2 questions, can pick up your ID cards in front of the hall, the conference hall, for tomorrow's game, and pick it up after this program. Any final question?
Yes, we are meeting from City FM. This is to coach. Yes. The game will be played at 3 p.m. and looking at the way the weather of late it changes from cold to hot. Have you factored it in your training or approach to this game on Saturday, as in how it might affect the weather conditions, might affect the opponent, and might affect your team's ability to be able to play and get to your performance?
Yeah, in Ghana, we are used to the 3 p.m. games. And our first premiership game against the Czech was played at 3 p.m. So I don't think that is going to have an effect on us. And even if sometimes it changes, like you were saying, it can be 3 p.m. but you will see the weather is still not hot. Sometimes it will be 9 p.m., but the weather will be hot. So for in terms of time, I don't think it's going to be a problem for us.
Okay, and just a quick follow-up. Your last game against Beijing, your post-game, you said that you embrace the physicality of the game, and because of the physical nature of the contest, did you have or do you have any injury issues that you are dealing with ahead of the game?
I think like it's been asked earlier on that question. You came late.
Yes.
But don't worry. Yeah, I said earlier that we have one injury situation which has ruled one of our players out. But the others are all manageable ones which are not too serious. So for us, in terms of injury situation, I don't think we're going to get too many problems.
Okay. Let's do the final one. I can see the two three are here. If they have the final one for us, then we are done. The time just
We are okay. We look at it. We are not going to this game without thinking about not having confidence. No. For that one, we are trying to even encourage the boys that the stage that they are entering needs a lot of confidence. Without that, it will be very difficult for you to achieve anything. So yes, we are working on that.
Just wait for what will represent a good result for you or for your team? Maybe like a 1-0 win or 2-0 win or 3-0 win or maybe 3-1 based on the away goal rule you having to go to.
I can't even ask for time, but so no, what we're going to play and try to win. But I cannot predict the scoreline.
if there are no other questions, then
Then you can.
my came late has been asked. And the time for the media, like important time for the media is 12 p.m.